The elephant safari through the rainforest is really special. And it is quite simply the best way to see this beautiful country. But not the only way. This is not a journey for the faint-hearted, as you'll cover over 2,000 kilometers in 10 days. It does, however, guarantee a picture of Thai daily life, which has hardly changed for centuries. And for a few precious moments, you become not just a tourist, but a traveler. As I crossed the bridge over the River Pai, however, my troubles were coming to an end. All that lay ahead was the 5-hour trip across country to the area known as the Golden Triangle. On the way, you can stop off at villages of the local hill tribes, who have now exchanged cultivation of the opium poppy for another cash crop. The tourist.
Hello, hello.
Hello. What have we got here? This is bamboo, is it? Oh my goodness. You eat these, do you? Do you eat them? Yeah, they're good? Okay. I'll have some. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Bye. As you might expect, the food in Thailand is universally delicious, and you can get really good meals just by the side of the road. But for the ultimate delicacy, you want to try these. Now, when cooked in oil, these are supposed to be absolutely delicious. Yum, yum. The Golden Triangle is an area that stretches from southern China down to Chiang Mai and has historically been the center of the opium trade. You can stand here on Thai soil and look out onto Burma and then across the Mekong River to Laos. 3 countries in one view, although each with borders closed to one another. If you're the sort of person who enjoys this holiday, you're not going to spend much time in the hotel. You're going to be too busy getting out and seeing the country. Nevertheless, the hotels you stay at are very good. And it is nice to come back at the end of the day and have a bit of comfort. So, time for the jacuzzi. The Golden Triangle tour takes 12 days and costs from £960. You spend 4 nights in Bangkok and 2 nights each in Chiang Mai, Mai Hong Son and the Golden Triangle. The price includes flights and all your meals except in Bangkok, where the hotel is on a room-only basis. The services of an English-speaking local tour guide are also provided. Now, we all daydream of winning the lottery and spending the rest of our days on some idyllic Caribbean island. But the truth is, we've got as much chance of achieving that as Eric Cantona has of being awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. But you can still have your holiday and work to a tight budget. It may not be the Caribbean, but we've found a Greek island where you can spend a week for under £200. Kathy Tayler reports from Corfu.
Forget the blistering heat of a Greek summer. This is Corfu in May. It's cooler, it's quieter, there are no mosquitoes, and it's beautifully green.
A good way to explore the island is by car. Pre-book in the UK, though, for the best deal. With average May temperatures in the mid-70s, you'll probably head for one of Corfu's main attractions. I'm based in Sidari in the north of the island. It's a thriving family resort, but the closest beach, this sandy one, is a good 20-minute walk from my apartment.
But once you're here, there's a couple of miles to choose from.
The beach is ideal for children, especially the sea, how clean it is. And they can go out a long way before it's even come up to the waist, and so you feel quite safe. We didn't really want to go in July or August when it's red hot for the children. And obviously if you go May or October, you can get a decent price holiday. And that's what we was looking for. It's either that or don't go at all.
Now, I have to say, this beats donkey rides on the beach any day. £14 buys you 2 hours along some of the prettiest lanes and fields around Sidari. Stunning at this time of year.
Hiya.
All right.
Good ride.
Yes, very good.
It's beautiful around here, isn't it?
Yeah, I always say to people it's just like England would be if it had a lot more sun. It's so green.
And the flowers are absolutely beautiful, aren't they?
I know, they smell really lovely as well.
Do they last all summer?
They'll last for about another month until it starts getting hot and then they'll sort of dry out.
The local newspapers in English are worth a look for tips on what's going on while you're here. But if it's saving money you're after, by far the cheapest way to call home, if you have to, is to use a phone card. You can buy them just about anywhere. Oh, this is my stop. Using the buses doesn't cost much either.
The pool is ideal for when the walk to the beach seems just too much effort.
Here's my apartment. There's just me here now, but I think a family of 4 would fit in really well. What do you think?
Oh, come on, get your bed. Which one would you choose? That one? Yeah.
The Betterley family liked the big rooms,
Let's shower, Mum.
but thought the kitchen rather primitive, though when the holiday is so cheap, cooking isn't essential. Greek, Italian, Chinese, fast food, slow food. It's all here in Sidari. £14 buys an average meal for 2, including drink. Also, this time of year, look out for the tavernas with special offers. Free wine, cheap set menus, and free ice cream for the children. Equipped with nothing but a family of 4 and their video camera, I set off to explore the coast by boat, discovering secluded coves you can't reach on foot.
What do you think lives in there? Mermaids.
The capital of Corfu is rather uninspiringly named Corfu Town, but it's a marvellous place to shop or simply stroll, and even better for people watching.
Life in Corfu today has been influenced by its invaders over the past centuries. So here I am, sitting in a street designed by a Frenchman, enjoying a cappuccino and watching a perfectly English game of cricket.
A week's self-catering in May in the Yanis apartments in Sidari works out at £162 per person, based on a family of 4, including flights and transfers. The boat trip costs £40 for the day. And if under £200 is still too expensive for you, we've found a range of holidays for under £100. Centre Parks are very popular in this country, but for £87 you can have a 4-night break at one of their French villages in Normandy. It's based on 5 people sharing a 3-bedroom villa with satellite TV, a hydrobath and use of their subtropical swimming pool. The price includes the car ferry, and there's a choice of arrival dates on either the 25th of March or 1st of April. £82 pays for a 10-day holiday on the Costa Brava. That price is per person for a family of 4 sharing a 1-bedroom apartment,
and includes coach travel from a choice of pickup points. Departures are on the 10th and 17th of April. And if you'd rather not go abroad, for £21.50 per person, based on 4 people sharing, you can take a 3-night break from the 2nd to 9th of March at a cottage in the New Forest, close to horse riding and fishing facilities, or choose from hundreds of other cottages around the country. And finally, £99 will buy a week in a Turkish resort. The hotel accommodation will be allocated on arrival, and it's on a room-only basis. Departures are from Gatwick on the 15th of April.
So you've booked your holiday, you've arranged for the currency, and the neighbour's going to come in and look after the pets. What's next? The guidebook. Now, do you buy the one with the prettiest pictures, or the one that tells you how to do 100 different things for less than a fiver in 8 different languages? The city, Madrid. The reporter, Sankha Guha, and the quintessential guidebook. Well, all will be revealed.
One of my guidebooks says the best way to see Madrid is with your head up. Useful advice. But it doesn't hurt to have your eyes down occasionally in a good book, or 6. This is a big, brash city, and any tip on where to start is welcome. Hard to believe this, but we are at the center of the universe. Well, that's what it says in Michael's Guide, which is a number of self-contained walking tours of Madrid. And the reason it says so is because this is the Puerta del Sol, and it has a landmark known as Kilometer Zero. All distances are measured from here. All street numbers begin from the end nearest here. And if Spain is the center of the world, as the Spaniards claim, and Madrid the center of Spain, then Puerta del Sol must be the undisputed center of the universe. I'm off for a quick stroll around the universe. Michael's Guide takes you through the universe at street level. It's good on history and divides Madrid area by area for those who like to use foot power. It has a useful must-do list, and at the top of pretty much everyone's must-dos is the Prado Museum, with a higher concentration of masterpieces, it's been said, than any other collection in the world, if you can find them. Oh, the inside guide. For all the recent improvements, the Prado is a perplexing gallery to visit. Start here? Time out. Its layout is quite confusing. That way. Berlitz. Layout has still not been finalized. Luckily, the Prado has always been a nice place to get lost in. Straight ahead. Another landmark, Las Ventas, the Wembley of bullfighting. The inside guide has a whole chapter on the traditions and history, but Time Out acknowledges many simply find it revolting, me for one. Bullfighting is no sport. The usual score at Las Ventas, matadors 6, bulls 0, is just a bit too predictable for that. But guides like the Berlitz do witter on about flamboyance and fate, violence with grace, which is a load of old bull. This is about torturing animals, file under chicken fighting, ripping foxes to bits, and badger baiting. Time to go and look at some other animals. The inside guide tells you the racing is an excuse. In summer, the horses cavort about until 2:30 in the morning, but most Spaniards who come are much more interested in checking out the human form. People watching is the main pastime of Madrileños, and after dark you'll find them doing exactly that in the hundreds of terrace bars or tapas joints lovingly listed in the Time Out Guide. There is only one way to do justice to an anchovy. It turns out there's an etiquette to eating tapas, and Time Out is the only guide which offers help here. Except in smartish bars, olive stones, toothpicks and other disposables are thrown on the floor, and when at the bar it is near obligatory to wipe your mouth or hands regularly on the tissue-type napkins, screw them up, and then throw them on the floor as well. But don't imagine anything goes. There's a notice over there which says, spitting is strictly prohibited. Now, that would be bad manners. Time Out scored again by pointing me to the Palacio de Gaviria. The Palacio is a real Madrileños hangout. It was, no surprise, a royal palace. Now it's a stunning collection of 3 dance floors, 5 bars, a cabaret, pool room, and various salons. It manages the Madrid double act of being totally over the top and effortlessly laid back at the same time. Not to be missed. There's no generation gap, no one kind of music, and no single dress code. The night belongs to everyone. You'd have to be a very determined tourist to follow that with a Sunday morning in the Retiro Park. But there is a bracing guidebook which could bully you out of bed. Now, if you're the kind of person who feels lost on holiday without your laptop, or if you're of a generally neurotic disposition, then Fodor's is probably the guide for you. This under essential information. If your laptop is US made, call the consulate of the country you'll be visiting to find out whether it should be registered. Before departure, find out about repair facilities at your destination. Don't leave home without it. In fact, you may not leave home at all, what with all the checklists in this Nanny Knows Best guidebook. But once in the Retiro, the best advice is to forget the books and enjoy the show that Madrid has laid on for you.
Sankha was there in May, where this year a 3-night break cost £412 staying B&B at the 4-star Meliá Madrid Hotel. The price includes flights and transfer on arrival, and if you go before the end of March, the price goes down to £364. Details of all the holidays on tonight's show are on CFAX, page 617.
Whilst you might not fancy hurtling down a mountain at breakneck speed, trying to avoid spending the next 6 months in traction, you might like the idea of sitting around a log fire with friends, sipping the odd glühwein or two. So why not try winter ballooning high above the mountains of Bavaria without a black run in sight? Latte Sharma proves that you can have your strudel and eat it from a basket above the Alpine town of Berchtesgaden.
If you're the romantic kind looking for somewhere to rekindle the flame, or if you're looking for a winter resort away from the bustling European ski slopes, then here in Berchtesgaden you'll find the perfect winter wonderland. And at this time of the year, you can have it all to yourself.
Berchtesgaden in the Bavarian Alps has long been one of the most popular areas for tourism. Apart from Christmas, winter is the quietest time, which allows you time to enjoy the region in its most natural state. With a population of only 25,000, Berchtesgaden certainly has a rural feel to it. It's also home to an array of international sporting events, some of which you can try for yourself.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I am totally terrified. I'll see you at the bottom.
Terrified? Well, that was the understatement of the year. I can only describe the luge as the bungee jump of winter sports.
Get me out of here, quick.
Here you just can't fail to experience and be inspired by Mother Nature in her winter best. Up early enough, you'll catch sight of the mist around the valleys and mountains, and once at the top, you'll experience blissful solitude, while the mechanics of daily life are hidden far below. A car is essential for visiting all the attractions and comes as part of the package. 4 kilometres out of town is the Hotel Maria Gurn, a cosy little 3-star family-run lodge which sits comfortably on the side of a valley overlooked by the Watzmann, Germany's second highest mountain.
As you've probably already guessed, you need to be well wrapped up coming to a place like this. Take a look. 1, 2, 3,
4 layers, including the essential thermals, and that's after I've taken my coat off. Now, I'm the kind of gal that likes my home comforts, so I brought my trusty hot water bottle along with me to keep me warm later on. A picture book scene. What could be more inviting against the chilly winter air? As bars go, there's not too many to shout about, but when you find a good one, you'll settle in for the night. Well, this is it, the moment I've been waiting for. Although I have to confess, I am a bit nervous about rising up 2,000 metres in a hot air balloon. Oh well, here goes nothing. Oh, hi Elmer.
Hi.
Light her up.
Okay.
Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon?
Here we go. Up, up and away. This is great. You know, this is just absolutely breathtaking. You have to be here to believe it. If you're standing down below looking up at the mountains, that's one thing. Being in this position, which was about, I don't know, maybe 700-800 feet, and looking directly at the mountains is another thing. And very shortly we're going to be rising above them and looking down, and that's going to be something else. In just over a quarter of an hour we were cruising peacefully at a height of 6,000 feet, only to be momentarily disturbed by a budding red baron.
Normally we stay in the air winter 1.5 to 2 hours, summertime where we need more gas 1 to 1.5 hours.
So how much time have we got left then?
Now, you think? Just a moment. Yeah, I think 3/4 of an hour.
3/4 of an hour?
Yeah.
45 minutes, or we're doomed. Let's go. The wind dictates where the balloon will go, but whichever way it is, there's no such thing as a bad view around here.
A week's winter holiday in Berchtesgaden costs £497, staying bed and breakfast at the Hotel Maria Gurn, and includes scheduled flights and a hire car. The trip in the hot air balloon costs £195 and £99 for children. That's all for this week from Thailand. Jill's back next week and she'll be in Vienna for the ball season. She's at the grandest of them all, the Opera Ball, where she's surprised by the arrival of a mystery dancing partner.
I came here unescorted, but I'm told that a prince is waiting in the wings.
The BBC budget does not stretch to a prince, so here I am, and I just hope I can find her before they finish off with all those waltzes.
Kirsty Young's in Naples. No, not the one in Italy, but the beach resort on the west coast of Florida. And Sankha goes it cheap and expensive in Marbella. So until next week, goodbye.